Hey YouTube, just another interesting little problem here. So this is a tyre from my wife's car, and she had a low or slow puncture basically, and we kept topping it up. So we have a little pump here that allows me to pump it up, and we knew that there was a problem with it because this has got a tyre sensor on the actual car itself. So we invested in a little pump and kept pumping it up, and it was keeping going down. So what I wanted to do was to check the tyre out, and yeah, lo and behold, we have a nail or a screw in the tyre itself. So we've still got a bit of tread left in the tyre, so I didn't want to waste the tyre. They're quite expensive, these tyres, so I wanted to see if I could do a self-repair. So I bought this this kit. It's a tyre repair kit. It has some material inside it which allows you to effectively block the hole in theory, and it's got various bits and pieces. So this one's made by Boulder, bought it from Amazon. What do you get inside the kit? Well, you get a pair of pliers, you get the little glue strips, you get some lubrication, and then you get the tool for actually placing it in. And then you get the tool for widening the hole so that you can actually get one of these strips in. So the principle behind it is that you put one of these strips in here, and when you shove it through and then put it back out again, it blocks the hole and seals it off, and then you can drive the car again as normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up on the internet a little bit more about how this this particular setup works, and then get back to you in the process of actually taking the nail out and doing the work on its own right. It does have a little bit of instructions here. So these are the instructions that tell you through it. So pictorially, it shows you what you need to do. Take the hole out, put the lubricant in, and work from there. So I'm going to quickly look up on the internet to see how that works, and I'll get back to you. Okay, moment of truth. So had a quick look on the internet, and there's just the instructions, so it's the same as the piece of paper that I had beforehand. So just looking at it, it looks like when you wrench it out, you basically get it to that point. This needs to be lubricated, so let's go with that one to start off with. So I'm going to do the preparation for that fixing strip. So it comes with a little bit of lubrication here. So let me take this off. Not particularly exciting. So there's the lubricant. I seem to imply that you cover this tip end with it. So that's the tip end covered. So there's the tip covered with the lubricant. And then apparently using the tweezers, let's pull this open. It's quite sticky. Okay, that's just going to be interesting. Fallen at the first hurdle. Let's try and get it out. Oh, it's sticky, which I guess is a good sign. So this is, they call it sort of like a wick. There we go. So now we've got it out. Let's feed it through. Just squash it down a bit first. So get it to go through. I wasn't trying to touch it. Let's see if I can feed that through now. It's going to go in. So that's feeding it through. Now I've got the glue on my fingers. Shove it in a little bit more. Trickier than I thought. Don't want to tear it. I'm trying to get it through see how I'm trying to wiggle it through now. Try and get it sort of so it's 50-50. I think I'm going to need to put some more lubricant on that end. I think we've got 50-50 there. No, we're a little bit over. That's probably about the right amount. Just, a little bit too much on that side. Okay, so that's set up. I may put a little bit more lubricant on the end now. Yeah, let's just do that. So, got some more lubricant on there. Maybe that's a little bit too much, but let's see if that works. So I've got this tool now, which is to widen the hole. And then I've now got the fun of trying to remove this nail out of the tyre. So stand up. See if I can't jimmy it out a little bit. Hoping obviously that I don't actually go into the tyre. As you can see, wow, wasn't a screw, it was a nut. So in goes this tool. So here goes the fun of this. So the idea is that shove this down, bloody hell, this is harder than it looks. Right, new cord. This time I'm going to really flatten it down like this, and I'm going to put some good amount of lubrication on it. The tyre's now completely flat, so we can now I'll put some more lubrication on it. Just try and lubricate the whole of this area here, because see what, it's pretty tricky. So I'll just clean my fingers down a minute. Okay, second strip, flat tyre, round 2. So let's go in with the tyre now. Come on. Oh, just not big enough. Get it in. Jesus. No idea how you're supposed to do that. Right, I think that's it. Pretty close. Maybe a little bit more. Don't know if you can see that. A little bit still hanging out. Pretty close. Right, let me just clear my hands. So the idea here is you hold that. There we go. There she's in. Can you see that? It's in. So let me just clear up around that area a little bit. And then we'll pressurise the tyre and see how that works. So you can move the camera angle a little bit so you can see some of it's left out. We've got a little knife in the kit which we can use to cut that back, so very small sort of razor blade type of knife, but what I'm going to do is now is going to pressurise the tyre. So let's turn on the pump. You can see an awful lot within the tyre. Right, well, we pumped it up now. It's at 34.5 psi, so that's certainly the running pressure. I've put some soapy, good old fairy liquid and some soapy water around the hole, and just want to see if it is going to bubble up or hiss. But at the moment it looks fairly secure. We're still holding at 34.5 psi, so I will come back to it and check it in about an hour's time just to make sure that we're still holding roughly the same sort of pressure, and then we'll fit it back onto the car and we'll drive around with it, and I'll give you an update at the end of the video after maybe a couple of days of actually driving around on it, and see if we have actually fixed the problem or if it was a complete waste of time and I have to go and get a new tyre anyway. Right, we're back. This is about an hour later, and we have again 34.5 psi on the meter here, so it's held the pressure. We haven't dropped it. I haven't actually put the car down yet, so I'm going to lower it on the suspension and then I'm going to cut the burr out here. So this is the tyre back on the car, wheel back on the car. You can see there's the repair. And this is the area, the scissor jack. I've had already an axle stand underneath it, so let's lower the car down now and see how the pressure holds. Hopefully it does. So let's lower it down. Come on. The wheel's coming down, or the car's coming down as we speak. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we're 34.5, so a little bit on the high side. So let me take it down. Wicked. We're at 34, which is what this tyre is meant to be at rest at. So we put that on. Now the last thing I need to do is cut this little area off here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll move down the camera again. Into that area there. You can just about see that. Yep. So let's cut this stuff off. I don't know where to cut from, but it cuts pretty easily. There we go. So I've cut that off now. That's the remnants of it. The repair is now intact. I'll leave that and I'll just let the car drive across it. So I will give an update as to how that repair has fared in the future. So just to give you a bit of an update, we've had the repair now running for a good couple of weeks and it's held really well. As you can see, it was about a centimetre deep into the tyre, and it was pretty hard to get out, as you could probably see from the struggle that I had to take it out, and then the repair was even harder to put in, but it all worked out well. I'm pretty satisfied with the solution for about £28 for the kit, significantly cheaper than buying a brand new tyre for the car. And if you're looking at this as a way to repair your vehicle, I would hugely recommend it. So yep, go ahead, buy this kit.